Next, on Hell Let Loose, Vietnam. I started this battle alone. Nobody wanted me. I would have to make my own way to the front line without a squad watching my back. Perhaps there I could prove my worth to my team. I moved as fast and as carefully as I could. Then I spotted an American soldier laying in the grass. He hadn't seen me. I dealt with him before he knew I was there. There was another American that suddenly appeared from behind a parked lorry. With 2 Americans down, I kept moving forward. Eventually I reached the edge of the base, and that's when I found the first of them. I couldn't reach him. I tried climbing out, but the foxhole was too deep. Then I managed to find a foothold, and that's when he exploded into bits. I was covered in blood and guts. He was gone. For a moment, I stood there in shock. There was nothing left to save. His head rolled past me. That was the first time I really understood that I wasn't going to be able to save everyone. But there were 2 more men nearby that needed my help. I pulled myself out of that foxhole and went to work. The Americans were still holding the perimeter. The airfield sat above us and the fighting was getting worse. I started finding more of our men wounded at the top of the slope. I grabbed each one and dragged them down the hill to revive them. By now, I was starting to realise something. I may not have a squad, but I had men that needed me. We pushed the Americans further back. At the ridge, I found 2 more soldiers who had gone down. I got to the first, then I got to the second, and then I got hit myself. For a few seconds, I was the one laying there, the one waiting for someone else to come running. But there was no one coming. I was the medic. So I patched myself up and carried on. Finally, something changed. People started to join my squad. The medic who had started the battle alone suddenly had a unit. The men that I had been finding in the dirt, the men that I had dragged out of danger, they were no longer strangers. They were my squad. And we were going to take this airfield. We reached the entrance and I stopped. Apparently there was one thing standing between us and victory, and an American army inspection. I suppose in the middle of war, someone has to check papers.